Assalamu alaikum friends, how are you? Welcome to Asan Tech YouTube channel. So with the oversaturation of VPNs in today's industry, it can get very confusing as to which VPN is actually worth your money. Too many VPNs end up collecting and selling your data, especially the free ones, which really defines the very purpose of using a VPN in the first place. So in today's review, I have chosen the top 4 VPNs after having tested over a couple of dozen VPNs, narrowing it down to just 4. I'll be looking into things like the privacy policy, speed streaming and torrenting capabilities, and of course security and features, so that you can figure out which one of these VPNs could be the best choice for you and situation. Privacy policy. Alright, so starting with the privacy policy, which is arguably the most important aspect of a VPN. Now most VPNs do claim a no logs policy, but actually that's almost never the case. So you should never trust a provider's word for it unless they have the evidence to back their claims up, and in this case all 4 VPNs have evidence of upholding their no logs policies in the form of independent and audit reports. So when using any of these VPNs, your internet service provider would not be able to see what you are doing and won't be able to request any data from them, since they don't keep any logs in the first place as proven in the audit reports. And of course they are all based outside the 5, 9 and 14 eyes jurisdiction. Now all 4 performance VPNs accept cryptocurrencies as payment for complete anonymity. They offer DNS and IP leak protection, and they all run their servers on RAM disks rather than hard disks, which means that there are simply no physical drives for information to be sorted in, and any minimal information stored by the RAM is erased with every machine reboot. So which one is more secure? I would say it's a pretty close call between Express and Node, but I do have to hand it to ExpressVPN because their no logs policy could not have been demonstrated any better than in the real life situation, when in 2017 the Turkish government seized an Express server as part of an investigation, but were not able to extract any information out of these servers, thanks to Express having not stored any information on their servers in the first place. I would say Surfshark and then CyberGhost come after Express and Node in the privacy ranking, but to conclude, all these VPNs offer a solid no logs policy, certainly good enough to protect you while surfing the web and downloading files. Now, in terms of performance, it's natural for speeds to drop when using a VPN due to the time it takes to encrypt your traffic before it reaches the internet. But despite that, a good VPN will keep those speed drops to a minimum. All these VPNs performed very well in my tests, but to sum it up, Node is certainly the fastest through. Express came pretty close to it, but regarding consistency, Express does manage to maintain high speeds even with international servers through more often than not. I did notice that Node was able to reach higher speeds, but overall the speed drops of most servers were very solid, ranging between 10 and 35%, whereas NordVPN's nodeling protocol managed to surpass both ExpressVPN and Surfshark, making NordVPN arguably the fastest VPN you can get. NordVPN keeps speed drops between 10 and 30%, and sometimes even below 10, which is outstanding and falling. Those two will be Surfshark and CyberGhost, and while they may be behind Express and Node, they are not that far behind, with speed drops ranging between 12 and 35% depending on the servers you are connected to and how far you are from such servers. Overall, these VPNs are super quick, but the winner in this category is without a doubt NordVPN, followed by the Express, Surf, and then CyberGhost. Now moving on the streaming and torrenting capabilities, all 4 VPNs allow for torrenting without any throttling or bandwidth limitations. So you can download as many files as you like without any ever knowing what you are downloading, and this includes your internet service provider. And when it comes to unblocking streaming services, you can do that without any trouble. Here again, all 4 of these VPNs are great at this through It's worth noting that in terms streaming libraries, ExpressVPN is able to unblock a little bit more Netflix libraries and streaming services thanks to the constant updates their servers go through in order to bypass your restrictions. But to be clear, all 4 VPNs are able to unblock the most popular libraries such as the North American, European, Japanese Netflix libraries, which I know most of you guys are looking for anyways. And of course, they are able to unblock other streaming services such as Hulu, Disney plus Amazon Prime Video and a whole bunch of other streaming services. It's also worth noting that during the Netflix crackdown or VPN traffic, which made it very difficult for most VPNs to keep up with the geo-blocks imposed by Netflix, ExpressVPN was one of the only VPNs that were able to dedicate a few servers that can still access popular Netflix libraries like in the US and UK library. While NordReserve and CyberGhost took a little bit longer to figure out a solution to the Netflix VPN crackdown, so I would say in this case these VPNs are somewhat equal. I would say ExpressVPN has a slight edge over the other. Also keep in mind that if your ISP is not blessing you with the highest connection speeds and you can't really afford to lose out on streaming power, then I recommend that you just stick with the highest performers here, which are Express and Nord. But if your speed is already fast enough for comfortable 4K streaming, then Surfshark and CyberGhost will do the job just fine. Alright, now moving on the servers and security features. ExpressVPN has over 3000 servers in 94 countries. Nord has a massive collection of over 5000 foreign servers in 59 countries. However, Surfshark with over 3200 servers in a whopping 95 countries. And finally, CyberGhost has the biggest number of servers of over 7000 servers in 90 countries. So all 4 VPNs essentially security features have plenty of options with regards to server and country count. Now moving on these security features, this is where NordVPN and Surfshark shine. But before we get into that, let's get what all 4 VPNs have in common, starting with the standard AES 256-bit encryption and the kill switch, which will cut your internet access in case the VPN disconnects unexpectedly, which prevents any potential data leaks. And finally, the speed telling feature, which tells users select which applications can go through the VPN tunnel and which are exempt from it. Though do note that iOS and Mac users won't get speed tunneling with Nord and Surfshark, while Express makes it available on all platforms. And it's worth noting that speed tunneling is also not available with CyberGhost, but it does have 2 other convenience features which I'll talk about in future a little bit. Okay, so let's get into what Nord and Surfshark have in common, starting with the ad blocker specialty servers such as static or dedicated IP servers, as well as multi-hop or double VPN servers, which will encrypt your traffic twice for double the encryption. Though it's worth noting that NordVPN's ad blocker, which is called threat protection in this case, is an advanced ad blocker that also blocks trackers and malware written websites, and also protects you from malicious files and before they download to your device, which acts a little bit like a mini antivirus. You also get a mesh net, which is a recently added feature that allows users to safely share files over the encrypted network of NordVPN. Other exclusive features offered by NordVPN will include Onion over VPN, which allows you to use both the Onion anonymizer and the NordVPN encryption together. And you also get peer-to-peer specialty servers, although regular servers still allow for peer-to-peer activity. These are just specialized servers designed for file sharing. Nord also gives an app kill switch, which will disconnect selected applications when the VPN disconnects unexpectedly, rather than cutting your entire connection as it is with the conventional kill switch. And finally, Nord will give users a hassle-free way to change your DNS with custom DNS. Now with Surfshark, the only distinct feature which sets it apart from NordVPN is a recently added feature called rotating feed, which will automatically rotate your IP address every 5 to 10 minutes while your VPN location stays the same. And this can be helpful if you are any censorship heavy country and having trouble connecting to Surfshark. CyberGhost also boosts some pretty convenient features such as inspection and app rules. Inspections will let you choose the websites you don't want to want to go through the VPN tunnel. So let's say you want to change your region to access a specific Netflix library, but you don't want your banking website to think that you are in a different region, so that you don't have to log in again or possibly get logged out of your bank account, because sometimes a bank will block foreign IP addresses from accessing the same account to avoid fraud, while other feature app rules will make CyberGhost automatically launch and connect to a selected server when you open an application of your choice. So in this case, you can set it so that when you launch your torrenting client, CyberGhost will automatically connect to a server of your choice, so that you will be protected while downloading without having to manually do the VPN. And another really cool feature that I definitely have to mention is how I can simply look up the streaming service that I want to unblock, and CyberGhost will just show me all the servers dedicated to unblock that specific streaming service. So if I want to unblock Hulu or Amazon, I can simply look up these services and CyberGhost will just now show to do the job. And of course, you have to the other server lists that are optimized for torrenting and low ping for protocols. Gaming and recording functioning in censorship-heavy countries. In censorship-heavy countries, all 4 VPNs work just fine unless you are in China. Then I would certainly recommend ExpressVPN, because it is the only VPN that will not require you to go through any kind of manual configuration for it to work in China. So Express would be my top recommendation for China. In terms of protocols, all 4 VPNs have a variety of protocols that will suit your needs. Express includes a selection including OpenVPN, like and the high-speed property protocol, lightweight. Your VPN simply has OpenVPN. And Node links Surfshark as OpenVPN, and the WireGuard being the best protocol. And finally, CyberGhost would also OpenVPN and of course a WireGuard. So keep in mind that some protocols may or may not be available if you are on Mac or different devices. So all in all, when it comes to security features, NordVPN, Surfshark are at the top, with Nord gaining a bit of an edge over Surfshark. And while expressing CyberGhost don't have as many features compared to Northern Surf, they still offer the necessary features to keep your devices safe and secure. Now, with regards to compatibility, all 4 VPNs support with 4 iOS, Android, Mac and Windows. Besides, also support Linux compatible routers, PlayStation, Xbox Fire TV, Apple TV, as well as Google Chrome and Firefox extension, and most modern devices. Really, overall, all 4 support a reasonably wide range of devices. As far as simultaneous connections, Express will allow for 5 node will allow for up to 6, CyberGhost up to 7, and Surfshark will simply let users secure an unlimited number of devices with just a single account, which makes it a very attractive choice for those of you that don't want to buy compatible routers or additional subscription in order to be using more than 5 or 6 devices simultaneously with the VPN in the household. Now, in terms of the user interface, you will find that each VPN has its own theme and layout, all of which are super easy to use and understand. ExpressVPN goes with the overly simplistic design, which a lot of people like myself included. NordVPN goes with the intuitive map design, which I also very much appreciate, and Surfshark goes with the modern interface that's super easy to read and navigate, and CyberGhost features a user-friendly interface that can be expanded or minimized depending on your preferences. And so while each of pricing, these VPNs are easy to use and would work well even for newbies. It's really a matter of preference which one might suit you best. In terms of the interface, now when it comes to pricing, typically you will get the best deal possible. The longer the subscription plan you choose, also each VPN tends to offer promotions, discounts or coupon codes. So I have provided links to buy best discounts could get for all 4 VPNs in the description down below. But overall, Express tends to be the most expensive. The lowest price you can get for ExpressVPN is a little over $6.50 per month for the 1 year. Plan notes in the middle price wise coming in at about $4 a month for a coming in at about $4 a month for a 2-year plan. The Surfshark is a little under $2 and half per month. Notes in the middle price wise coming in at about $4 a month for a 2-year plan. The Surfshark is a little under $2 and a half per month for the 2 years plan. And finally, Cyber Ghost being the cheapest option for 2 years plan at just under $250 a month. So if you are looking for the lowest cost option for a great VPN, Surfshark and Cyber Ghost would definitely be the way to go. And again, remember to check the links below for an extra discount on each of these, and keep in mind they all offer a hassle-free 30-day money-back guarantee on all of their plans. Through with Cyber Ghost, you do get a 45-day money-back guarantee. They all include live chat support in case you need any help or have any question. Alright, so at this point you might be wondering out of the default which is the best you. So this will depend on a few factors. If you are looking for the best budget VPN that gets the job done at the cheapest possible cost without giving up on any of the premium features that are usually only available on more expensive VPNs, plus the availability to secure virtually an unlimited number of devices with just a single subscription, then Surfshark is a fantastic option. But if you are looking for an even cheaper alternative, timing saving convenience features that get you going without even having to interact with the VPN itself, very reliable access to various streaming services, and solid encryption that lets you download to turn safely, and of course the biggest number of servers out of R4, then CyberGhost could be just the right VPN for you. If you are looking for a super well-rounded high-value VPN that does nearly everything right without any compromise, NordVPN is a no-brainer, especially that it's quite reasonably priced. And finally, if you are looking for the best of the best in terms of reliability, consistency, ease of use, arguably the best and most proven privacy policy in the industry, especially if utmost anonymity is of your concern or you are any restrictive country, then ExpressVPN is the winner here now. For me personally, I recommended you over the additional features that you get with Surfshark or CyberGhost. So that's why I tend to lean towards ExpressVPN personally speaking, but it all depends on your needs and conclusion situation. At the end of the day, I am just here to tell you guys about what I think are the best for VPNs out there, and you can do what you will get information. But these are the top 4 VPNs, and these are the ones that I usually recommend to family and friends. So when people ask me which VPN to get, it's typically one of these 4. Let me know which one you picked in the comments down below, and why. I love to know why you guys use VPN in the first place besides the obvious reasons. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope I was able to help you make a good decision. Or final decision, rather. If you found this information helpful, please leave a thumbs up, as that always makes my day. And remember to subscribe if you like to stay up to date with everything VPNs and cyber security. Otherwise, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.